I got a bump with ain't not fun. Okay, now drop your bags, ass. I've been here from the start. A little snapback, homie, with a plug in his heart. Took these Billy Strum cards and now they rip me apart. Now they run around in circles like them kids in the park. Not afraid of the dark, there ain't no monster inside. I pray to Jesus Christ, homie, they just keep me alive. Why you keep it 53? Cause I've been wrestling with pride. I try to keep it like I'm Texas, got the stop on my side. Girl, you know I'm a saint, so why you giving me hell? My uncle back up on the block and now they begging for bail. He always calling me for paper cause he know I'm the trail. Now I'm eating my McDonald's, I was fresh out of jail. Now I made it out of chunk, at least I know I'm up, boy, thump. Like my name is Jump, pum, boy, I bump. In that Billy Strong, he ain't know him, he ain't thump. He just grabbed the pump and made it go dumb. Got a pump cause he got no. Homie say trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie say trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with ain't not fun.
I'm an airport baby, I'm too fly to count. Counting the cash, yeah, it's too high to count. I'm dealing with a fake, yeah, they too fake to doubt. Acting like they are what they not for their clout. They just suckin' my blood, they can love what you count. Flowing like water, three with the snows, all the ops gonna pout. They all in the sewers and south in the clouds.
I'ma stay down to the sound, to the sound, to the sound. On the floor to the steps, build, that with the pen to the steps.
Got no paper, told him quit the pocket watching jeans, ripping at the seams, holding on some dead foes. Schizophrenic with the bag, listen to the money, nigga praying every day. Glad to say I was broke, tell him battle. Now I got my bands up, 1000 on the bill just to keep the pants up. Only on a real note, I couldn't fake what I've been doing. All my real ones know this nigga riding for his 53. I'm throwing up, they see the G and I keep it tough. Say she feeling little nigga, try luck. Say she love me for my smile, so I'm looking mean as seen the days squawking, so I'm keeping feathers plugged.
Boy, I got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump fun. Boy, I got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump fun.
Man, what a hell of a year it's been. Keep on bluffing, but I just can't.
Take a drive from downtown along Broad Street. You run into Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles here in South Philadelphia. The crowd is alive, and with good reason. It's the NFL playoffs, the best time of the year, and off we go on EA Sports. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close. 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Here's Gibbs. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. Hurts now. There's a throw right side. Going to be incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it'll be 3rd down.
And this is what happens when you can pair a really good pass rush with a really stingy secondary. Marrying the two together, not only to change his launch point, but not give the quarterback anywhere to go with the ball.
He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. First grab of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He picks up the 1st down with that one. Hurts going to keep it on the option. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
I think this is something we're going to continue to see today, Mike, as this game goes along. They're going to make the defense make a decision. Do you want to account for the running back, or do you want to account for the quarterback? In this case, they choose the running back, and the quarterback makes them pay by picking up the 1st down.
Man in motion is Brown. Now Hurts going to run this one himself. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
You could see the quarterback, once he got the snap, he was looking for any seam, any daylight. But nothing materialized, and he's fortunate he got back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. On play action, Hurts. He'll run again.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Ninth play of this opening drive, trying to keep it going here on 3rd down.
Hey, 73, 70.
And they'll throw here with Hurts. This one caught at the 4. And he's going to have the 1st down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal. Trying to fight his way into the end zone, but they will mark him short. Down at the 1. A little closer. Here's 2nd and goal.
Great. Set.
One more time. They try Gibbs. And this time he will work his way into the end zone. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
Here's carry number 1 for Travis Etienne. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line. Throwing on 2nd down. Williams. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cooper DeJean.
Intercepted. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. And he's not going to get away. They'll knock him back to his own territory. They get him on the other side of midfield. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
You can't run plays like this, Mike, if you don't have incredible pass protection. I mean, he started on the left side of the formation, and look how far he had to go across the field before that ball was caught. That's going to take time. That's going to take a lot of trust in that quarterback, in his protectors, to know he can stand tall in that pocket and wait for his receiver to break open.
2nd down and 8. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. They get 14 yards and set up 1st and goal.
That's good for an Eagles. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
So after one, here.
First quarter with the score Eagles.
Ball sitting at the 7. 1st and goal. Here's Barkley. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. Now here's 2nd and goal. He'll try and run right on the option. To the pylon, he's in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Eagles. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. And And he missed it. That's a rare miss for the veteran. And they are unable to add on the point after. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. A play fake. Now Williams. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Bear on the field. So that'll bring up 4th down, and here comes the veteran Bradley Pinion to punt it away. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. And he's going to lose yardage on this return. Tried to retreat, but is covered up. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. They send the tight end in motion. It's a toss play. Left to Gibbs. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 49-yard line.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He keeps it himself.
You have to admire when quarterbacks are willing to put their head down and fight for some extra yardage, Mike. Sometimes the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Get down, protect yourself, live to play another snap.
Third and short, and Hurts will throw. And he did all he could, but he's going to be forced out at the line of scrimmage, well short of a 1st down.
I think the quarterback thought he saw a little bit more green grass there than what turned out to be, Mike. He thought he could get it with his legs, but give credit to the defense. Nice job forcing him to the sideline, and all he can do is get back to the line of scrimmage.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. Now Hurts. Incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. They'll wind up giving the ball over on downs.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Jordan Davis, the man in the middle, brings it to an end. Here's a 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Evan Ingram, the intended target. And it's going to lead to 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now. And he'll be looking for something better after that poor first punt. And he'll give his guys a little bit more room to work with as he's able to get forward out beyond the 10-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Man in motion is Smith. And he's going to be out of bounds. They mark him up near the 35-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down. Off the play fake, Hurts. Now he'll run it. What teamwork, the receiver coming back for the completion. A 2nd down throw for Hurts. A throw on the move is caught.
There's a lot of quarterbacks around the league that really struggle with this, Mike, but not this guy. A righty quarterback moving to his left. Your mechanics, your footwork, and your arm talent all have to align, and tell you what, he does it about as well as anybody around the league.
And that is incomplete. No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. Great. They're indeed going. It's Hurts. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's going to have an Eagles 1st down. The defense nowhere to be found. A 4th down gain of 20. They'll run with Gibbs. Down the sideline, inside the 25. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it 1st and goal. Here's Gibbs. And he's got another one. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saving his best for the playoffs. His 3rd touchdown of the game. So his big first half continues. 3 rushing touchdowns already. Maybe have to start looking at the record book, see if he can do it. The record in a game is 6. Elliott on now for the PAT. He gets it to go. And the Eagles add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Flowers now to return it. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Let's go.
So the Eagles will use their first time out here, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. From the 25, they'll go to work. First and 10.
Here we go, set.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's into the hands of Flowers. They'll come up on a second down and 8. Back to throw. He'll go right back to Flowers. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
This one caught downfield by Flowers. And he will go all the way. Zay Flowers. Touchdown, Bears.
That is just a complete disaster. I mean, we're in the final seconds of the first half, Mike, and you give up a huge explosive play that results in a touchdown. No matter what you've done all half, it completely changes the game.
That one is no good, not even close. He missed it wide to the left, and the score remains right where it's at. Closing seconds of this first half, and this kickoff is away. Isaiah Rodgers now to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
Hey, Silver. Right, set.
On first and 10, it's Hurts. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Who survives? Whose season continues on to next week? One half to decide it. Time for the third quarter of the NFC wildcard game. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Let's go now. 69. Go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. They'll look to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Throwing now on 3rd and long. Towards the middle, that's caught by Moore. Wow, a pretty good comeback to say the least. Not enough for a first down, but a really solid pickup. And it brings us to 4th down.
This exact situation here, Mike, tends to get a lot of conversation around the league. I think I'm going for it. I think here around midfield, you got to maintain possession, see if you can end this drive with some points. I think you got to stay aggressive, keep your offense on the field.
And he's going to have the Bears first down by a good couple of yards as they get 3 on 4th and inches.
This play should always end up converting a 4th down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
On first down, right back to Robinson. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out.
So the biggest thing that stands out here, Mike, is the fact that the defense just continues to pursue to the ball. Every defense focuses on get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible, because if the guy in front of you, he misses the tackle or he falls down, you have to be there to make up for it. And the pursuit to the ball is not only how they're able to get him down, it's ultimately how they're able to take the ball away.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Man in motion is Smith. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's caught by Gibbs. A gain there of 15. First down, Philadelphia.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And he's going to be taken down. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and he's into the end zone yet again. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Eagles. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. Elliott now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Eagles will extend this 3rd quarter lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
And they get to him and finally bring him down. It will go down as a sack.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
And he is going backwards. Good coverage there to make sure he did not get free.
No touch it! No touch!
They'll run it with Davis.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Great, set. No touch!
They'll go again with Davis. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
On the ground once more, it's Davis.
Another carry for the running back. Out of bounds at the 39-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
Great, set. Hey, easy, 63, bang! No touch it!
To throw, Hurts. That's to the right side and incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No touch it! Alpha! Bang! Crowd left Yeti! No touch!
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
No touch!
Now Hurts going to call his own number. They'll get 19 out of that play. Good for an Eagles first down.
This defense has had their share of troubles trying to contain this quarterback today, Mike. This time they go to the zone read. The defender goes after the running back, and the quarterback pulls it, keeps it himself, and has a huge gain for a first down.
And the defense was ready for him this time.
At the 12-yard line.
Man in motion is Smith.
No touch!
And he does not want to go down. Somehow he turned that into a gain of 6.
Gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Great, set. Tiger swamp! No touch!
Hurts now. This one caught just past the pylon. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Philadelphia. He is having a performance to remember. There is 5 touchdowns for him in this one game. Here's Elliott for the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles are going to extend their lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This returnable from the 4. Now an opening past the 30. A good return as he... Across the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. Motion man is the tight end going right. Give left side. Here comes Robinson. And he's going to take this past the 45. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
Tight end going in motion here. Another run here for Robinson. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Well, this has been the story of the entire game, Mike, is just how well this defense has played, particularly against the run. There has been nowhere to operate for this offense, and it continued here on this last play.
He'll drop to throw. Open man, the tight end, straight down the field. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
While everybody wants to attack the middle of the field, you just have to make sure you don't do it recklessly. You want to make sure you protect both the ball and your receiver. And in this case, he does both. Puts it on the money, picks up a big gain.
A give, and here comes Robinson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And he cannot get the throw off. He's going to be sacked. And they will turn it over on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
On the handoff, this is Barkley. And he'll get this down inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 7 yards. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. This would be a big loss, and we'll see if he can continue here in the divisional round. On third down, it's Hurts. He's got his man. Right side, it's complete. Good work after the catch. They get 16 and a first down. A run up the middle with Barkley. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. A pass caught by Saquon. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. Third and a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Phil King.
And they'll throw here with Hurts. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up first and goal.
Let's go now.
Man in motion is Brown. Now this looks like a design run. And he's going to lose yardage here. Taken down back at the 8.
The reason teams love calling the quarterback's number on design quarterback runs, Mike, is because in the blocking scheme, you gain one additional blocker. It didn't matter here. The defense was ready for it, and they're able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
79 Broncos. Go.
On second down, here's Milton. He's got it at the 3. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
On is Elliott to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Eagles add on to their already sizable lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Flowers with the catch. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. They'll throw out of the gun. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down. The Bears sending out their punt team, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. To throw is Hurts. He's got it! And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here we go. One final play. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. That will do it. This one comes to an end. So it's a win here for the Eagles.
There's a girl in my backyard. I can run fast but won't get far. My mom thinks that I'm an animal. I'm just looking for the antidote. There's a British girl on my TV screen. She's so hot, she's so mean. Burn my body like it's flammable. Girl, I'm still a fan of you. Hey, 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 hey. Like a cannibal. Baby, I'm a fan of you. Your sensation, my fixation. Just tell me that it's tangible. Hey, hey, hey. Your sensation is my fixation.
Say don't play with me, but I still gamble with it. We getting right before we take off on the landing strip. Know that you like all the attention that a fan gives. Say that you like me, but you way too young for marriage. I've been here before, I know exactly how it goes. Yeah, now I got you packing up your clothes. You can hit me up and let me know exactly when you close. I'm her favorite, says she need a... She wanna all day.
Hey, 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 hey. Your sensation, my fixation. Hey, hey, hey. Your sensation is my fixation.
I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece. Wanna see some more? 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 Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece. Wanna see some more?
Don't be afraid of the bounce. See when your things levels got to change to your mouth. How can I walk in doubt? Never been a fed, never been a loud mouth. Pen can go for days. I'm obsessed with it, can't change my ways. So blessed with it, what can I say? Top form staying in shape.
I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece. Wanna see some more? See some more? See some more? See some more? See some more?
fun is up. James knew back when I was coming up. Didn't wanna know then. Now I bet they loving us no more. No R&R's, the bar is raised. If you know me, now I can bar for days. Nothing to prove cause I've done enough. Lights out, still gonna keep the torch. Check your little piece, wanna see some more?
I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Check your little piece, wanna see some more? See some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. So gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Check your little piece, wanna see some more? Check your little piece, wanna see some more? I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Check your little piece, wanna see some more? See some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. So gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Check your little piece, wanna see some more? See some, see some. I never mind if people change. I wanna try and heal my pain. How do you buy what can't be sold? How can you lie to me in my face? In my face, in my face, in my face, in my face. Lights out, still gonna keep the torch. Check your little piece, wanna see some more?
Open up the rhyme book and read the composition. I can truly give about the competition. I'm in another atmosphere, I'm on another mission. Yeah, you know that boy Logic put pen to page like a petition. You always switching up your whole position. I can see it in your face like an esthetician. Food for thought, it's the highest caliber nutrition. Everything come out my mouth, that's my own cognition. I got out the hood, then got money in addition. I remember when that boy ain't had no pot to. They wouldn't let me in, so I never asked permission. Tours like a war, I'm getting minimum 5 mil permission. Hit the ignition and beat the emission. Like a clinician more than a musician. My flow rare like a first edition. Report for dismission. Everything I ever thought of, it came to fruition. King of the transition. We never switch and peep the acquisition, no omission. Your lyrics dry it in the prepare for collision. Then the satellite that's on an orbiting mission.
I remember we didn't have any permission. Never forget, we on a mission. I remember that they didn't even want to listen. Now we cooking, we ain't even in the kitchen. I remember we didn't have any permission. Never forget, we on a